That's one thing I think you have in common with the Philippines. Alexandra Eala lauds the super hospitable Brazilian fans whilst competing in Sao Paolo. Alexandra Eala is currently playing in South America for the first time, impressing on the other side of the world in a terrific breakout season. As well as receiving a lot of praise for her tennis, she gave some out for the fantastic support she has obtained in Brazil. She has had a flawless start to the 250 tournament, defeating French qualifier Yasmine Mansouri 6-0, 6-2, before overcoming Julia Riera 6-1, 6-4, to book her place in the quarterfinals of the Sao Paolo Open. This is her third WTA last 8 appearance of the year. The number 3 seed looks like one of the favorites to take the title, but it will be tough with Brazilian number 1 beat his hatted Mina still in the competition. They could potentially meet in the final, with the crowds obviously not going to side with Eala. However, so far Eala has been very impressed by the support she has received. She credited their hospitality and even went on to equate them to the support she receives back in her home country, the Philippines. During her post-match interview after her last 16 victory, Eala said, "I said the other day that the Brazilians are super hospitable. That's one thing I think you have in common with the Philippines, so I'm feeling at home. I love the atmosphere tonight." The Brazilian fans and culture have found a special place in the 20-year-old's heart. In her first time visiting South America, Eala revealed that she wants to learn more about the culture of the continent. However, she is keeping tennis as her main focus as she targets a second WTA title. "Yeah, as you said, Brazil, this is my first time, so I'm excited to see the place," she said, speaking to Brazilian media. "I've heard a lot of good things about it, and it's my first time in South America in general. Aside from the title, I'd love to learn more about the culture and, of course, tennis-wise, I think my goal is to keep the level that I have in every match. You know, you learn something new." Eala striving for second WTA title. Despite her tender age, Eala recently got a huge monkey off her back by clinching her first WTA title in the 125 event in Guadalajara, Mexico. She defeated Ariane Hartono, Varvara Lepchenko, Nicole Fossa-Huergo, Kayla Day, and Panna Udarve in the final to win the event. She only dropped 2 sets throughout and played some dominant tennis. It may have been her first triumph on tour, but it probably should have been her second. In Eastbourne, she came ultimately close to claiming the title but just missed out to Aussie Maya Joint in an engaging final. She made history for her country, being the first Filipino to make a final of a tour event, defeating the likes of Jelena Ostapenko and Diana Yastremska along the way. She clawed her way back into the match after conjuring up a dominant second set. In the tea break, she earned herself 4 championship points, but was unable to take any of them. Joint punished her, snatching the title away from the emotional Eala. Prior to this, she also had a breakthrough run at the Masters 1000 event in Miami. Entering the event as a wild card, she shocked Grand Slam champions Madison Keys and Iga Swiatek before being denied by Jessica Pegula. Now with her first title, the sky is the limit for her. With huge numbers of supporters from her home country, she is waving the Philippines flag on the world stage. She clashes against Indonesian Janice Chen in the quarterfinals, with eyes on a second title in as many weeks.